Hello and welcome to The Forum, the show where we get to know a student from Monroe County Community College. I'm your host, Claire Baccarella, the assistant editor of The Agora, which is the student newspaper at MCCC. For this episode of The Forum, we will be featuring Reese Johnson. Hi Reese, it's great to have you here.
Hi Claire, thank you for having me.
So you have your own original music released on various streaming platforms. Can you tell me a little bit about that and how you got started?
Yeah, so I started with a program called DistroKid, which is a distribution website for your music. So you basically pay a fee, and for that entire year you get as many releases as you want for the year. And it's a great program for starters or people who are trying to get their music career on the rise.
Great. So you are very young at 16 years old to be breaking into the music industry. What has it been like being so young, and what sparked your passion for music in the first place?
So I started taking piano lessons from Ted Sableye, who is a touring guitarist for the Killers. And I started with piano and kind of gradually got into songwriting, which was just so much more fun for me. So I started with kind of taking the elements of piano and using them in songwriting with the melody, the chorus, and everything like that.
So if you were working with someone from the Killers, how did you kind of get that connection?
So he started offering Zoom and Skype lessons, and we at the time were looking for a vocal instructor, a piano teacher, kind of just to get me started in the music industry. And he announced that he was doing those, and we have seen them multiple times play live, the Killers, and we took the opportunity. We figured what other great way to get me into the music industry than working with him.
Yeah. So then, just being so young in the music industry, I could imagine how difficult that would be. Can you tell me a little bit about your support system and who has helped you through this process?
Yeah, I really haven't had much not support. My family has been super supportive. They do everything that they can to help me with anything that I need, whether that's new instruments, new programs, different streaming services like DistroKid, and the community has been super helpful with it as well, with streaming it and promoting it like this.
Yeah, awesome. Do you hope to go into a full-time music career sometime in your future?
I do. I am working towards a sound engineering degree currently, and that has to do a lot with mixing music, mastering it, production, but I can also work for the FBI. So I'm hoping to go into the sound engineering career though.
So you also have an album coming out here shortly. Can you talk a little bit about that album making process?
Yeah, so I started back in probably 2018 area with writing the music, and I released my first single, The Future is Human, in 2019. I continued working and writing and kind of got on a break for a while before releasing my second single, Gaslighter, and that kind of sparked something else in me. I got the program Logic, which is a music creation platform, and I just started writing and fell in love with it even more than I had been before. So I started working and just writing a ton of music all of the time. And we worked with a producer, his name is Billy, also under the artist name Starletta, and he has been super helpful with working through the music with production, as well as Ted, my piano teacher, and my production teacher, Jed, also J-Lock.
So you write all of your own songs. Can you talk a little bit about that songwriting process and where your inspiration comes from?
Yeah, my inspiration can come from anything from my feelings to a certain movie that I've watched or a story that I've heard, really just whatever I'm feeling in the moment. And most of the time I'll start on piano, but depending on the mood or the day, I'll start on guitar or with my words or vocals or different notes that I've kept in my phone. I'll use different lyrics that I've written throughout time and kind of piece them together to make a song.
Yeah, so I'm curious, what's your favorite song of yours that you've ever written?
My favorite song is probably Transparency. That was the most recent song that I've written that's going to be on the album. It's definitely more of a personal song, more about me growing up, and it's kind of about seeing the transparency of me. So it started with kind of talking about how you try and fit in. So you're starting and, oh, I hear this TV show. I've never heard of this TV show, but I'm going to talk about it like I've watched it a million times, and it's my favorite show, just to fit in. And it's kind of going through that process of learning who I was and how to get away from that.
Right, I can't wait to hear it. Do you have any idea when your album will be coming out?
I'm hoping sometime closer to the summer. I'm not sure if it'll be ready for March, but I'm definitely going to be releasing more singles in between now and then.
Awesome. What are your plans after graduating from MCCC?
So my main plan is to go to a sound engineering degree program, and there's different ones all throughout the country, but one of the top ones is U of M, which is very local for us. So it's amazing that that's that close. So I'm probably going to be going there to work with the sound engineering and kind of learning more of that process to better my production skills.
Sounds awesome. Well, I wish you luck with your future endeavors, Reese.
Thank you.
All right, that is all the time we have for today. It's been fantastic to have you on, Reese. Thanks for joining us today. Tune in again to see the next featured student interview on the forum.